Hi, I'm Zephaniah Thal with Cross Tactical. Today I'm here with Craig Douglas of Shivworks. And Craig, why don't you just give us a real quick background on you?
Okay, I was a police officer for 21 years. 11 of those years were spent in narcotics enforcement. 2 years of that was spent strictly in an undercover capacity, which I think those are probably the most important reference points that reflect what I teach in the private sector. So I draw from that experience heavily, and I've been a martial artist in a variety of martial arts literally since I was a kid, and I was a soldier back in the 80s when nothing was going on, so I'm not sure how relevant that is.
Okay, well you do a block of instruction on MUCK. Why don't you tell us what MUCK is and what it entails?
MUCK is an acronym that is essentially the module I teach, Managing Unknown Contacts, and it's basically a 2-hour module that I teach on how to recognize when criminal assaults are initiating, and hopefully how to deselect yourself effectively from being a victim for a criminal assault and make that bad guy go do something else.
Okay, very good. Why don't you tell our viewers what the importance of verbalization for an armed citizen is? Because a lot of people don't think about it as very important.
Absolutely. Verbalization is important, and it's important that we understand what the effects of verbalization are to not only our cognitive processes but our reaction times. So generally, to give you a real quick sound bite, we want to think about talking at someone versus talking with someone. This is monologue, not dialogue. So ideally what you have is kind of like a playlist on an iPod, that anytime you have directed encroachment from a stranger in a place that would support a crime, you hit that playlist and it goes, which hopefully allows you to see more, okay, and react faster.
Okay, what's the ultimate goal when using verbalization in this?
The ultimate goal is to maintain space. That's the ultimate goal, is to maintain space. That's the main thing we're trying to do, is maintain space.
And space is equal to
time. Okay. Absolutely. So more space, more time, less space, less time.
Okay, and what type of training and classes you offer?
I do probably 4 courses I'm doing now. Extreme Close Quarter Concepts, which is an overview of functional handgun skills at 0 to 5 feet. There's the AMIST arm movement structures, which is a solo structure movement game with a firearm. Not just searching, but other things, as you know.
Right.
I do a course called VCAS, which is a dedicated 24-hour vehicle module that includes some in-car fighting. And then I do a knife course called Edged Weapons Overview, which is a 16-hour course. So I've got 4 staple courses. I've done specialty courses in open enrollment. I do specialty courses for some government entities, but those are my 4 bread and butter courses mainly.
Okay, and how can people sign up?
Through Shivworks.com, that's my website, and Total Protection Interactive is the internet forum that I frequent.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being with us today, and remember, your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.